So you're all welcome to this training on how to write a solid business plan. Before I start, I'll tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Olumiwa Adejuwon. I'm a graduate of accounting from Obafemi Awolowo University. I graduated almost 20 years ago. And after my graduation, I did my ICANN. So I'm a chartered accountant as well. And some few years after, I also got my MBA from Warwick Business School in the UK. In my career, which spans about 18 years plus, I have done quite a bit of consulting, quite a lot of consulting actually. I worked also in the banking sector. I started my career in the banking sector with Kakawa Discount House, and then I moved on to one of the big four audit firms where I did work ranging from financial audits to compliance audits to due diligence. And particularly, I did about a couple of due diligence that helped investors to make decisions concerning investment decisions. And thereafter, I moved into oil and gas, where I've also done audits and human resources related kind of work. TrueVarsion. What does TrueVarsion mean? TrueVarsion is a French word for find money. So basically, TrueVarsion Consulting was set up from a passion and motivation to help women find funding for their businesses. Across the globe, we would notice that women are very involved in businesses. However, it's been very challenging for women, especially women of color. And I'm talking about in the US, I'm talking UK, Canada, and even in Nigeria. Of course, we're all women of color, but women have found it quite challenging to access funds. Some of the reasons being that sometimes they are not exactly prepared to put their best foot forward. A lot of women run their businesses like a hobby. TrueVarsion is set up to address these issues. We don't just want to look for the funds for you, because that's part of what we do. We search for funds, opportunities, grant opportunities, but we also want to position you for success. So we also help to prepare you, such as offering training services like this, and of course, helping you to prepare your business plan by giving you solid templates. We'll go right into that in a moment. I'll explain that much later. But our objective is really to position women entrepreneurs and women-led companies to be able to find business funding. And now, what do we mean by women-led companies? Any company that has at least one woman in their leadership team for us can be qualified as a woman-led company. So if your company is led by a woman and you want our services, please, we'll be happy to render that for you. Now, let's go right into it. How to write a solid business plan. So today, we'll be going into what a business plan really is. This is our outline. We will look at the reasons why we need a business plan. We'll also look at funding life cycle and what it relates and how it does relate to having a business plan. We'll look at the secrets to writing a business plan, a solid business plan. We'll also look at some of the pitfalls that one could find, in some of the business plans that we have seen around. And these are pitfalls that we need to ensure that we don't fall into. I'll give you the outline of a solid business plan and the critical areas that you need to look at and focus on putting efforts into it. I'll definitely share my contact with you, and I'll be answering questions at the end of the presentation. So what is a business plan? Let's look at it this way. A builder needs an architectural design. I would say an entrepreneur needs a business plan. An entrepreneur, and even if you're running a non-profit organization, you need a business plan, and I'll tell you why. Imagine you're building a skyscraper. You would never go on building a skyscraper without a solid architectural design that takes into account all the cost, all the materials, and everything that needs to go into it so that that building stands the test of time. It's the same with your business. If you want to build a business that will outlive you, that will grow from generation to generation, it means you have to have a solid foundation. You have to have a solid business plan. If you are running a non-profit organization And you want that organization to outlive you because you want to continually make impact. You want your generations to continue to make impact within your society, within your targets. Then you need to have a business plan. So a business plan is a roadmap of your business. It gives the clarity and direction of your business venture. In fact, your business plan is your marketing document. In a moment, I'll go into the reason why it's a marketing document, and you would agree with me. Your business plan is dynamic in nature. It's not something that you prepare today and you forget about it. Why? Because the business terrain is dynamic. You need to be able to adapt, but at least have a solid ground from where you're starting. And then when there's need for adaptation, you can easily go in and adapt as necessary. So a good business plan positions your company for long-term success and allows you to raise external finance. You would agree with me that at some point, if you're growing your business, you cannot finance a good growth of business with just your funds, your personal funds. Why do you need a business plan? I've touched on a few reasons, but I'll start with talking about you.